I don't know what's in store. The return of the wizard is coming back for more. The return of the wizard, the face behind that door. And he'll walk on the land with wisdom in his hand. And you'll find your heart in league with the wizard.
I'm not saying our intro is too long, but when you completely phase out and forget and then realise with a few seconds to go, it's a little amusing.
It's the HD. Welcome to Bond on a Quip.
It's attention deficit. That's the AD part.
Episode 341 on the 7th of December 2024. I'm Wham, and with me as always is Tempest.
Hello.
And we've got someone else with us. Wine. Cheers.
Cheers. To start our new routine.
It's a good routine.
Wind down and record an episode.
Wind down.
Wind down.
How you doing?
I'm really
Hang on
good.
a second. Let's take it into real life.
Did you answer the question of life? What are we doing here?
How are you doing?
I am well. Why don't you tell me about your week?
It's great. Firstly, for long-time enjoyers of Bond on a Quip,
Oh, this is a callback.
I had a sighting of Doofus at the wharf on Friday. Friday? I don't think it was Friday.
Not yesterday, but last
No.
Friday maybe.
No, I don't think so.
Anyway, whatever. Last
One
week.
day, last week. He was one of the cavalcade of fuckwits, a procession of fuckwits, if you will, who worked with me at my last job. Reasonably harmless. He just got a lot of instructions wrong, hit some stuff in the company truck.
Not harmless. He
To
wrecked
me,
things.
he wasn't violent or anything and was generally clueless. He asked me how long I'd been with the new company. I said, nearly 3 years. And he goes, a long time then. So it seems like he hasn't changed going from job to job to avoid responsibility for what he's done.
Yes, well, I'm sure that after he's done $20,000 worth of damage, they're
Time
probably
to move
moving on.
Yeah. We also had Theo's first birthday celebrations.
Yes.
Hello, Papa. Which was amazing fun. It was fun to see him being encouraged to rip paper off something after his whole life being told not to break things.
Yes, being gentle. Be gentle. Here, rip this.
It's also funny to do the happy birthday singing and see him react to what is essentially his first flash mob.
It's a funny way of describing it, but I totally get it because he was like, why is everyone doing that?
he's
Why is
been
everyone
to-
looking at me and singing?
He's been to other Mothers Group birthdays, they're alumni,
Yes.
but it wasn't some of the most important people to him suddenly singing at him.
Yes, but they weren't looking at him.
That's right.
Whereas everyone was looking at him. And he was like, what's happening? And then he was like, okay, this is pretty cool and I'll have a little dance.
Indeed.
That's cute.
What about you?
So it's been a week. We have now 5 sessions left of Kinder.
Exciting.
Yes, exciting, except that it's such a lot to do. Everything has to be finished by the end of next week, so lots of pressure to get all of that done. So
Yep.
Fee and I worked like Trojans. We only had 2 sessions last week, and so we just smashed out some stuff with the kids, so that was really good. So it's down to just the last finicky bits, waiting for things to arrive to put things together and wrap them up and all that sort of stuff. And
Nice.
of course, I've got to put together a video. But I've shot all of the videos now. It's just putting it together. So, and I get better at that once I get into it. Takes a little while to get back into the swing because I only do it once a year. And then once I get back into the swing, I'm quite good at it now.
Do you want to use the Bond on a Quip intro video as your intro for that?
The long one with the screaming banshee?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I think the elephants are more appropriate to my group.
Sure. Or the food fight.
On Friday, my educator, let's call her Fee.
Because you already have.
Yeah, and I went to our first sector council meeting together, which apparently my direct manager has been telling
My co-host of Bond on a Quip, let's call her Tim.
has been telling colleagues that she and the CEO are unhappy with this situation and cannot understand why 3 of their 8 kinders might have people joining to be more active within the union. Perhaps a little self-reflection might help there. Also, The reason they're unhappy this week is because they've had to cancel the session because all of the area directors were busy going to a party in work time in Ballarat, so couldn't be here to open and close the session like all the other times that they've run sessions without us there. Anyway, the hypocrisy of telling us we couldn't do it while they were being paid to have a party was a little too much for me, and I found that quite irksome.
Sure.
Apparently you and I have angered the market gods.
Yes.
We've tried to go to 2 twilight Christmas markets and both have been rained out. Last night.
Either we've angered the market gods or global warming is real. I can't decide which.
Yeah, either's possible, depending on where you sit on the denial scale.
Sure.
So we went last week to one that moved inside, but it was a fizzer. And then this week we went to one that was going to be great, but it was pouring rain. And Princess and Plaguebringer and Bubba Theo, hello Bubba Theo, all got soaked. But they said there was some really good stuff there. So I'm sad that we missed out on that. And I'm really sad about that. But I was not prepared to stand in the rain. Because not only was it raining, it was cold. The temperature dropped 10 degrees. That's not for me. As Snowy will attest. Tomorrow is Bubba Theo's official birthday party. Hello, Bubba. And we are looking forward to celebrating his birthday again. And we get a sleepover tonight because we're taking him. So
we're
sleepover
taking the boy
tonight.
of the moment.
And then we're taking him for a big sleep in the car tomorrow. And then going straight to the party so that he's fresh.
And if we don't time it right, he could enter the party going...
No, we have to let him at least wake up because he's not good at that.
No.
He doesn't like that. Takes him a little while. Takes after his grandpa in that regard and his mum.
You could play a game along with this where every time I drink, you drink.
Cheers. I got my Christmas nails done. Now I have to do this. I got lights on my fingers. Christmas
pretty.
lights. I'm very, very happy with my Christmas nails.
Didn't trigger anything.
And then... And then on my toes, I've gone all red toes with one gold toe. Very Christmassy. So I can't show you those though because I've got socks and boots on today because of course yesterday it was 32 in Melbourne and today not.
It's still very sticky up here.
It is muggy. It's muggy. I could put one of the air conditioners on if you like.
No, it's okay. Let's move it into see if there's something we need to discuss.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
So I've been thinking about how cool the delves are, especially when they change up how they work, and was wondering, could that work for dungeons too? I would love it if even old dungeons had different mobs or bosses or pathing to freshen them up.
I've got a thing about that. I don't think so. I like going into a dungeon and I like knowing it.
Maybe you could choose one or the other.
I wouldn't mind if there was like a rare that sometimes spawned or there was an objective that was new when you came in that made you go to different parts of the dungeon. That I wouldn't mind, but I actually do like the predictability of doing a dungeon that I know.
They could have new mobs to fit the current theme, or if that's too hard because they're in old code, I get that. Could we start doing that with new dungeons? I'm sure Mythics would always be an original condition, so there's a consistency there. But normal and heroics might be fun if you had to do different stuff, or if a boss was different. Or
yeah, I don't mind the idea of different objectives or something that take you somewhere slightly different or on a different path. I wouldn't want that to be constantly changing because I like the predictability about that. I like being able to learn a dungeon.
Sure.
Are we moving into news?
Let's move into news. So news was very thin on the ground this week.
I was going to say news.
For us.
What news?
Yeah. There's lots of WoW Classic stuff, and that's great if you're doing that, but we're not. There's also a lot of marketing style news, like buy this, you get this, watch this, you get this kind of gear, which, to be honest, I'm getting a tiny bit sick of. If you want to make rewards and gameplay transactional, then drop the sub. Then there's this, the Sky Witch Pack. It's a new Battle.net shop bundle. It's a new Mountain and Transmog bundle for $30 in game and on the Battle.net shop till March 31st. Then comes a disclaimer. The items may arrive in a future rotation of the trading post, but no sooner than 3 months after they leave the Battle.net shop. Great.
I'm just going to quote a podcaster that I enjoy listening to. I bet that was a shit show.
Maybe, I don't know. Like I've always said, I don't need a button to ignore something. I'm quite happy to ignore things I'm not interested in. But I am wary of thin end of the wedge kind of things. And I just get the feeling that someone with huge stock options is sidling up to someone on a shitty salary and saying, put more stuff in the game for people to buy. And when I go looking for news about what's happening in the MMO, I pay a monthly to play. And all I see are fabulous deals you'd be crazy to miss out on. I just start to get a little bit cautious of that.
It has got a touch of the Melons about it, doesn't it?
I don't know.
It does. No, it does. I don't. Okay, unless you go looking for the news, I'm not seeing that. I'm not getting bombarded with it, so it doesn't really bother me because I'm not one of the people who will buy those things.
Well,
I
right
just
now
don't
we've
care.
got stuff on the Battle.net shop and the in-game shop. We've got stuff where you buy these things and you'll get this in-game.
Yep.
And we've got stuff where you watch these streamers and you'll get some stuff. And that's fine. The streamer stuff, I don't mind them encouraging the streamers, and it's opt-in.
Yes.
So that's okay. And I don't feel...
No, I hear what you're
I
saying
feel FOMO
about
when it comes to...
No, I hear what you're saying. You're worried about it being the thin edge of the wedge. Is it going to get?
I just
is
don't
it going to be more?
I'm like, I get spammed enough. I get spammed all the time. You know, YouTube now, there's more friggin' ads all the time. My emails, I'm always like, unsubscribe. And I just, there's got to be a part of my life where I pay shouldn't have extra ads in my face.
No,
But,
that's fair.
I mean, that's happening in cable now, so...
Oh, my God. Don't even get me started on that bullshit.
Yeah.
Like they don't get enough money. Like they aren't making trillions of dollars, you fucking greedy bastards.
Well, that came out of nowhere.
Speaking of transactional behaviour, if you could find the time to like and subscribe on YouTube, that would really help us. Also, commenting. Give us a provisional thumbs up right now while I'm reading this, and I'll remind you later to remove it if we haven't delivered quality content. I won't, but Wem might.
I will.
And I wanted to just say before we start talking about socials that I wanted to give all the people that commented on our last podcast a big shout out and thank you, because
I'm going to read them.
Despite you being cheeky
Smart asses.
it actually made a difference, and I was right all along. Not that that's a surprise
That
here.
episode was our second best.
So,
Whoa.
anyway, you can
Who was
follow
that
us
to?
to all the assholes.
But there are friends that like us.
Yeah, and they were giving me shit.
I like it. Keep doing it.
Suck shit. Yes,
Yeah.
keep going. But
Theme of the week.
YouTube at Bind on a Quick Wow, which you should have found because you're watching right now. Instagram at Bind on a Quick Wow, and which Wem never posts on. But you might see us on Threads, and Facebook at Bind on a Quip, which I do check. And I do try and post
There
at
could be
least
a blue
to
sky
say
coming.
Don't
Dunno.
there is going to be a blue sky. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Apparently it's, well, I'll let Snowy explain, but it sounds like somewhere I might like to be. If you're looking for us on X, you might want to try at Why Won't You Return My Calls?
Are you just reading everything today? I like
Well,
it.
you were too slow.
I'll just
I'm
get
just jumping in.
back to my wine.
Okay. Oh, well, it's your turn.
We did
but
hear
okay.
from Snowy. He said that you do have tiny feet, but as we all know, nothing grows well in the shade. And there ain't no sun hitting those suckers, I tell you. And he also said, so far he's found Blue Sky to be a bit like the earlier days of Twitter, more fun and positivity in general. And then he also said squirrel. And I think that's a valid and well-presented argument. No notes from me.
No notes? Okay.
No. Nom sent us comment. I can see what you're saying, but I can't go with you on this one, just personal preference. Bonelink, new commenter. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah. What add-on is that for enemy health bars that displays debuffs above their HP bar like that? Which is from our background video, which really we've got to update.
Yeah.
I'm interested in getting that one.
I bet you didn't record our LFR the other night.
No.
You're supposed
and
to.
it is Plater. I double checked that. It's super versatile. It tells you also whether you have aggro, And it also tells you whether the mob you're looking at is a quest mob.
Yes, which Wem goes, no, that's not one we want. How can you tell, I say?
You need Plato. It's really good. Traneth sent in a comment.
It's very, I read it like this, a comment.
Mm.
Almost
Well
foiled.
argued. I actually thought differently, but you've brought me around to your side. I've come around.
Nice.
Older said, housing, oh dear. Please play Minecraft for housing and building. I don't mind if people are excited about it. It's not for me, and clearly not for you, Older. But whatever keeps subs coming in is a win for me.
I'm a big fan and cannot wait. I'm not on your side at all.
All right. And lastly, a bit different one. Kai said, comment. Mm-hmm. I'm not 100% sure what he's saying there. I get the feeling he's playing 4D chess on this issue and I'm just playing checkers.
And I rest my case on what I said before we started.
So if you want to send us, gazongas this week, great. Let's take it.
Comment, more bloody comments.
In game. Vibe check of the expansion. Apparently Mythic Plus is broken and beyond repair. I hadn't noticed.
And according to which whiny bastard is that now?
I won't be drawn.
But one of them.
Leveling and weeklies.
Oh, what a surprise. 3 months in, it's all over.
It was actually quite constructive when you got into it, but, I just like saying the clickbait heading.
But that's the thing. They do the clickbait. It's bullshit.
Taliesin and Evertel do clickbait, but ironically.
Yes. Ironic clickbait is funny.
Should I start doing clickbait ironically?
I don't know. Ask our listeners.
We're out, I'll say this week. That's it, we're out.
That's it. I'm snapping my discs. You can snap my discs and call me done.
Leveling and weeklies, what do we got?
Okay. I'm now 73 on my Warlock, so
Congrats.
she's my 5th. She'll be my 5th 80 when she gets there.
Whoa.
I know. Whew. We've had a few people away from Raid as the silly season approaches. And sorry, I'm stealing your thunder a bit from later
That's
on.
okay.
But, so instead of just cancelling, we've been doing LFR BRD with alts allowed. And it's been a very relaxing and fun raid.
Oh, there must be a market on somewhere.
There is. Isn't it the Warrandyte market today?
Yep.
Yeah.
We didn't go though, so it can't be us.
Well, we talked about going.
I'm going to message Gail and say it can't be us, we didn't go.
Ask her if she went. Maybe she's the common denominator.
Yeah.
But we can only really do it once a week because obviously, unless you've got another alt, which we've got plenty of. So maybe we will do it. I don't know. It has been fun though. It's been really good fun to do that. And this week we had Warlock Club because I think there's about 6 Warlocks in the group.
It was
so
great.
It's funny.
Very funny. I haven't gotten to any of my alliance tunes this week, which are mine only non-80 alts or levelers. It's usually a while you are still asleep activity, and we had to do stuff this morning, and we'll have Theo here tomorrow, so maybe next week.
Yeah, but I can't see it happening this week, that's for sure.
Delves. We did a load of delves last week.
Yes, we did.
And I had
6 we did.
I had vault rewards on quite a few tunes this week, which was fun.
Yeah.
Really enjoying doing the 2 together on our mains and then 2 more with one of our mains and one of our alts.
And this week we're going to have to do that one more time.
This week there's a quest for 5 delves, so we may need to do
3.
a further 2.
Oh, not 5, 6. It's 6
5.
16s. Is it 5 16s we get in the vault? I think it's 6 16s in the vault.
No, the quest is for 5 delves to complete.
I'm just going down to here. I think it's 6 16. Anyway, I think that we'll have 3 choices if we do 6 delves because we do it with 3 alts.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 6. Yeah. So, even more. Dungeons.
Yes.
I had a tank in a Time Walker. It was Lich King Time Walkers last week.
Nice.
So, another one, so just wait here at the start. So
and you learned that lesson.
I typed in, fuck no, I won't just wait here. I logged into play, and if you ruin that, I will vote to kick you. You didn't talk after that. People are so touchy.
At least you warned him. Peter and I just vote to kick. Free and plentiful.
One fun thing.
I like to do it just
when you're an
before the last
Aussie
boss.
and
so
you're doing a lot of pugs with...
non-Aussies.
Let's say non-Aussies and leave it at that. It's fun to swear because they get really shocked and offended.
Dungeons.
Yeah.
What are they?
Okay.
I don't think I've seen a dungeon this week, the whole week, because we didn't do our mythics.
Well, we're back to original Time Walkers, so that's a bit of fun.
Oh, they're just the original ones.
Hmm.
Can
Vanilla.
you do them whenever on there? But there's not a quest for it, is there?
Yeah, every time it comes back, you get another 5 to do.
Ooh.
Yep.
Sorry, everyone. That is the rain
If you
in
can hear it.
our Melbourne summer.
I said I wouldn't do this anymore and do the scrolly wheel on my mouse
And you just did.
because it's too noisy, and the rain said, hold my beer. Rating. We've still got the 2 key raiders away. So as Temp said, we did BRD, LFR, took in alts, and it reminded me of the old lazy raid days.
Yes, it was
where
a bit
it's
like that.
all fun, no responsibility. Except that Zooey wasn't here to kill us.
No, drag you into a
Drag
kill.
us into fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Mains gear, have we talked
maybe
about
something
already?
about that now. No,
516.
we think it's 616.
616.
That's what we were talking about before.
Gained
Sorry.
another
Sorry,
hero
Fran.
piece.
I can no longer remember whether it's 516.
No,
or
it's 6.
I think it is.
It is 6
'Cause
because
we started with-
567 is heroic.
Oh yeah, yeah, and we
on
started
LFR.
at 480 from the yeah, the pre.
So I gained another hero piece. Only got 4 or 5 champions left. But as we missed out on Mythic Plus and rating. Did we talk about Mythic Plus? We didn't. Is
No,
it down below?
no, you didn't put it anywhere. It's gone.
Oh, did I delete it and not
Yep.
put it back?
Yep. Anyway,
Goodness.
no mythics this week.
No mythics this week.
PD had a whoops.
Bit of a brain fade day.
Yeah, no, I think he actually had a really busy work day and it had just gotten away from him.
So we haven't been getting those sweet upgrade materials.
Yes, but I'm now at the point where I'm waiting for my champion pieces to be upgraded to hero pieces so I can upgrade them a couple.
Yep.
And then we don't get we have to do heroics to get the Uber stuff to be able to upgrade the last 2 spots, whatever it is, the 5 and 6.
Yep.
We don't get there very often.
Alt activity. There was loads of alt activity for me this week, and my strategy of playing my lowest high level tunes is starting to have effect because I rank them now on my load in screen and everything. And my paladin's now moved up to 5th spot from 12th, and my monk and priest are also on the move. So now the problem is the ones I don't want them to hear it, but the ones I don't love playing are now at the bottom, and I've got to play them.
I don't want them to hear it. It's funny.
Hmm.
I am getting into the swing of swapping around a bit more and am really enjoying that. I love that I can share around the weekly tasks between all of my alts, and they all get a go and they all get something in the vault. That's fun. This week we did delves on several alts, and plus we did the machine maintenance on an alt, which is stressful because they're low geared. So you have to really use all your stuff, but also really fun when you get to the end.
Absolutely.
Oh, mate. Wave 19, killer.
It is a killer.
20,
18 and
piss.
19. Yeah,
Yeah.
20, whatever.
Yeah. Also, spending a bit of time gathering and leveling professions still on my alts, some of which are maxed out now, but trying to get all of the knowledge points up and get all of the different recipes and patterns. So, yeah, that's what I've sort of
Level
spent my
20
time
is
on.
very much a stay down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even on my squishiest tunes, it's not an issue.
No, but 18, 19.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I don't have a elite player.
I do, but it was a little bit towards our guild. People just being a bit lazy and not even bother posting that they couldn't come to raid. It pissed me off.
I'll leave that go then. Words of wisdom.
Let's not mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best leave it out. Words of wisdom to leave the listeners with.
I have got words of wisdom. If you're out and about on the roads this season, it doesn't matter which country, put your phone down and fucking concentrate. People are being crazy.
They are indeed.
There's been accidents on the freeways, like major accidents with massive lane closures every day this week. Like, wake up, people! You're not going to have a happy Christmas if you're in hospital.
Indeed. We've come to the end of another episode of Bond and Equip Wine Fueled.
I loved it,
Mine's gone.
mate. You
now
smashed it.
Is the time to it's a crisp 25 minute or two.
Oh, short.
Yeah.
Jeepers, we must have
Sharp
talked
one.
fast.
And drank faster.
No, you drank
it's a
faster.
crisp
I've
one.
still got some.
So now's the time to
like when we
unlike if you've
started.
changed your mind. Otherwise, smash the like.
Smash it.
Remember,
Smash it again.
gazongas.
Like, comment. Please comment. It does raise our profile.
Thanks for hanging out with us. And until next time, I'm Wembley.
I'm Tempest.
Catch
See
you
ya.
later.